the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 180! Set 180! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Shoot. Keep it skinny. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 43.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Left.
Here's Rivers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, kill, kill, kill.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And this passing game, his whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Benjamin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Right side, round 80. Left.
Now Gordon on first down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch.
12. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Wait, 80 high.
Throwing Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 30. 10. 5. And it's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
390.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta! Cluster.
To throw again. Rivers gets it to Meredith, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Check 26, check 26. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, it's a screen pass, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Hey. 57's Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rip right. Check. 57's a Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 59! Hey, me and you all day, all day. Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
54. Now let's go.
Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson just beating the play clock. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the boot. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Kill, kill, kill. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Left to right. Hey, Delta.
40, where's the mic? Check, check, check. 40.
From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready! Round 80!
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zero. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get on him.
Again, it's Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Jim.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
This is it. 19.
Watch 57's run. Bandit.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I hope he brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He's coming down. He's coming. Let's go. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 44-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here I come again.
Now Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. And go. Shoot. 36. And go.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Where's 52? Black 52. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 52. Black 52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.